All right, what's happening, everybody? I had a little prompt up on the screen. I was reading that instead of going into chat with y'all. But anyway, I am Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. Yeah, they gave me some prompt talking about you can have moderators and everything. Yeah, that's okay, great. Yeah, I don't need that right now, though. I really don't need that right now. I'm just trying to talk to my people. You could have sent me an email about that. Don't do that right when I'm live. Don't give me nothing to look at other than what I normally look at. So I'm used to my buttons on my spaceship. Let's not make it too different. Oh my goodness. Speaking of spaceships, Star Trek, Starfleet Academy. If you know the channel, you know my content. I cover a lot of things in science fiction, fantasy, comic book culture. That's where we started. We were at Comic-Con. Then we grew into so much more when we went online. So we do everything from outdoors, style, fitness, fashion, travel. We cover a lot. We are multi-niche. We are the pioneers of the hashtag multi-niche content. That's right. That hashtag started right here. That mentality, as it is official, started on ONYXCON. I'm claiming it because don't nobody else claim it the way I'm claiming it. They do it, but they don't really do it. You know what I mean? They dabble in about 3 topics per channel, stuff like that. That's multi-niche content, but they don't say that because they're scared to step out there and be honest with YouTube. That look, nobody does one freaking thing, making a channel about one thing. Y'all just trying to let the algorithm and these ads catch up to our success. We're gonna help you with it. We're gonna push the algorithm into the future. Let's go. Yeah, it's worthy. It's worthy. Multi-niche content is the future, and I'm the pioneer of the phrase. Don't you ever forget it. Multi-niche content started right here, ONYXCON. Period. All right, point blank. So, I was talking about Star Trek. Yeah, I did a review. I'm still editing it, but I did a new review about episode 8. It's not a lot to say. Okay, yeah, definitely my least favorite episode so far. And there haven't been but 2 episodes that truly were favorites. And then there were moments, and even the ones that everybody is, all those who are on the dissing train, they hate the show and they don't like it. There have been a few moments out of every one of the shows that I genuinely liked. So I said this in the review and I'll say it now. If you combine all the best moments out of even the lesser episodes and put them together, you'd have 2 full, okay, decent episodes. So in my opinion, out of 8 episodes, they're 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 4 for 4. It's kind of like 3 and 3.85. You know what I'm saying? Like 3.90, somewhere in there. It's not like a solid 4, but it's almost a 4. Solid 4 episodes versus 4. What the hell was that episodes? That's just my personal opinion on it. Talking about Star Trek Academy, if anybody's up on that and likes Star Trek and has been watching it or trying to watch it or didn't like it or do like it or whatever you might think of it, we reviewing it, we covering it. It makes for great weekly reviews of something that's very controversial. So naturally that gets numbers. And we pushing it. We're saying, look, I still say what I say. It's not the greatest show by no means. It's not the worst show either. It's just, it's so different that it's challenging a lot of things for better and for worse. That's my personal opinion. But hell, they had the nerve to do it, so I can respect that. And that's hard to be different enough to get this much controversy. You got to be doing something alarming to even be this level of people got something to say about it. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be talking if you wasn't doing something that's intriguing, provocative. That's the best. You know what I'm saying? It's provocative at best and at worst. That's what it is. That's what it is. So I'm not for or against it. I'm just right on the. I got sideline seats. You know what I'm saying? Big baller seats. I'm watching the whole show, and I got a lot of opinions about it and things they could do to improve it, and it don't change. Review, I just say it in different ways because they add new point about it when I watch these episodes. So yeah, get ready for that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you're ready for that when it happens. But yeah, the review of episode 8 is coming. 3 people in the building. What's up with you? Let's get 3 thumbs up. We don't need to be looking at 3 people and not see 3 thumbs up. If you're enjoying the sound of my voice, you ought to be hitting the subscribe button. You ought to be hitting the like button. You ought to be throwing up some emojis of love and appreciation, some party sign, something. Let me see something in the chat. What's good? You can only chat if you are a subscriber. So, yeah, come correct or not at all. That's the way we do around here, period, in life, all right? Speaking of in life, as the sun is going down on another day, a great day, let me make a mention of one of our content elements we call relationship goals in the art life. As I just posted a short, if you missed it, I post a lot of stuff, I have posted a lot of stuff about Tiffany Haddish, because I did a reaction video years ago to a rant she did, a public rant that I thought was hilarious and very, very important for everything she said in that rant. And a lot of people were coming for her and saying, oh, she's crazy, she's washed, she's this, she's that. And all them same people I know are still mad because guess what? She's still winning. She's still getting shows. She's still making money. She's still getting booked. She's still funny. She's still pretty. She's still different. She's still Haddish. You know what I'm saying? I like Tiffany Haddish. Would I say she's my favorite comedian? No. Would I say she's my favorite female comedian? No. But I would put her in my top, yeah, she could be in my top 10 for sure. She could be in my top 10. And I pushed it to 10. I was about to say 5. I pushed it to 10 because there's so many legends from eras past that, you know, young folk wouldn't even know who I'm talking about. If I start naming some of these people that I do like, y'all wouldn't even know some of these folk, man. Like if I say Samoa, like some of y'all don't forgot who Samoa is. Y'all don't even know who that is. You know what I'm saying? You know. Some of y'all young folk don't even know who the hell that is. They don't even know. They don't even know. There was a honey who, I can't remember her name, I admit, but I never forgot her joke. She had this famous joke. She used to be on Comic View, which is a legendary show that used to be on BET, Black Entertainment Television. And Comic View, they had they debuted a lot of the greatest comedians of the 90s and 2000s. But she had this joke about dudes doing good things for ladies that they might want to mess around with. It'd be like, she would say, coochie coupon. And if you know the joke, if you know who I'm talking about, hit the comments, remind me of her name. She's freaking hilarious. Little skinny, pretty thing. She was pretty, she was real tiny. Cannot remember her name. But that woman definitely, it's crazy. It's like, what, how's she gonna be in your top, whatever, you can't remember her name. But that's, yeah, it is what that. Because she unfortunately didn't blow up. She was funny as hell, but she didn't get her just due. But I'm still gonna celebrate the talent. And anybody who knows who I'm talking about knows that joke. And you can, you know, maybe help me find her before I do. All I gotta do, I ain't got time now, I'm riding, you know, but just put in something on AI, be like, hey, there was a lady told this joke, da, 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 da. It might come up. It probably will. If I just said top female comedians on Comic View, BET's Comic View, she's bound to come up. Guarantee that. All right, can I get this turn? Can I do that? We can do this? All right, we're gonna do this. All right. Okay. Gonna have to get off here in a minute and get busy, y'all. But man, damn, I was just getting warm. I'm talking about what I was gonna tell y'all about. Now I gotta get off. Start doing this work. But I was just gonna say real quick, Tiffany Haddish, I posted this clip of her in a stand-up where she was talking about having a trust fund and developing trustees in a relationship if you get married. And she was saying she don't want to get married to somebody who want to just give her a ring. She said, I don't want no carrots. I want to build a trust fund so that if we fall out, it's okay because we got our money involved in our trust fund. So we got properties that are going to take care. Ain't nobody going to be on no child support. Not me, not you. We're going to let the properties take care of the child support if we don't work out. I said, this way, leave all that other stuff. That's what some people in society do. That's why they created trust funds. Shit. They know that. They created the stuff so that they could have that comfort. And then everybody else get all emotional. And don't even mention they get religious about it. Oh man, you add into religion. See, I'm not religious. So, you know, you add that in and then you got folks like, I know some women, boy, they get mad as hell if you say that you agree with the idea of having a prenup. They like, Well, you just already saying we ain't gonna make it and blah, 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 blah. Like, life is life. Life is life. You need to leave that alone if you don't understand the concept of how sometimes it ain't where you at. It's about where you're going and people changing and circumstances and all that stuff. But that is exactly why it's so hard for people to even get married anymore. It's like the concept has become dated somewhat. Not completely. I'm not saying I'm against it. Not even saying I'm for it. Just saying I understand why more and more people are not interested. Because things have become so monetized that you gotta first figure out who ain't about that versus really about you. Who's really in it for you? Who's really in it for life? Who's really coming from similar standards as you? Because if they're not, I can guarantee you, leave that marriage talk alone and just have some fun in the journey of life. And that's like, man, that's like acid to some folks' ears. Some of these women out here, they put their whole everything into the idea of being more prepared than they are. You got to do the work. The work.